Hello and welcome on 360 Sports on Trust TV. It's time to talk sports. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Well, a lot of happenings for sports from the sporting world today. We're looking at the fact that Rivers Angels will be playing today, and we hope that they can turn things around. And not forgetting the preparation for Super Eagles that will be playing on Saturday in the World Cup qualifier. Now we start from the first story, talking about the Minister of Youth and Sport, Sunday Dare, inaugurating 16-man committee on master plan for football development in Nigeria. Well, hopefully this committee will do a yeoman's job when they start doing their job. Well, he actually inaugurated them. They have the likes of Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima as the chairman. The likes of Shivshegun Degbami is there. Emmanuel Babayaro, Sunday Olise are all members of this particular 16-man committee, and also not forgetting Honorable Ayo Omidiran in this particular committee to see how they can develop a master plan for the 10-year football development in Nigeria. And joining me to talk sports this hour is my dear Umar. Good to have you in the studio.
It's good to be here. Like they say, it never runs dry. The water never runs dry when we talk about sport. There's something to talk about. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Good one there. Now we're looking at the first story I just took there. The 10-year master plan, 16-man committee set up by the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport. Someone opted out. That is Amasia Amaka, a former player of Super Eagles, a justice, opted out. But the 16 men and women right now have been gathered to see how the development of football in Nigeria is going to be a 10-year plan, and they are to come up with strategy, with anything they can do just to see that the master plan for our football is actually activated.
Yes, when you look at the whole man committee that was actually put together to make this work, you see the likes of Emmanuel Babayaro. I remember sometime like 2 years ago, he was really lamenting about, grassroots sports and then the sport development in the country, Nigeria. So Sunday Olise, somebody who has been in, this combination of the 16-man committee is something that, I'm looking forward to see how they put things together and make our sports, football and other sports. I want us to diversify. Let's see what happens at the end. We just want to see changes. Basically, that's what this is all about. But if this is going to work, of course, a lot of people embrace it, and I'm willing to, work with them if I can in one way or the other, because it's a collective responsibility. We have our role to play, though we're not part of the committee, but from every angle that we can actually do something to make this work.
Well, good morning there. Now, looking at the fact that the likes of Gerrard is there, a veteran journalist in the world of sports, who will also be part of this 16-man committee. You have Emmanuel Babayaro, Shivshegun Degbami is there, Sunday Olise, as earlier mentioned, Honorable Ayo Omidiran, a lady who has done well in the world of managing women football, and not forgetting Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima, part of it, former NFL chairman, and also not forgetting Yemi Idowu. All of them are in that particular 16-man committee to come up with a master plan of how Nigerian football will be developed, especially giving much credence to grassroots football development in Nigeria, because without the grassroots, we just keep cutting the tree on the head. We need it to come from the root, where we can have a particular style where players will develop according to their age group, the issue of age sheets and all that will be things of the past. We just hope that things will go well in this country concerning sport. Sport is really huge. You can't fetch Nigeria, as it has been accorded from the statisticians, that it can afford Nigeria about 25 billion naira if sport is well harnessed in this country.
Yeah, I quite agree with you. If we can do better in our sport, not just football, and diversify, cricket, there's squash, there's basketball. I know we're doing something in basketball already. We have our flag flying high in Africa, if I can say that. And then we're in other sports like the volleyball and then swimming. We just need to do more. This will really help us in every aspect, taking our country to the next level, and then we benefit from it financially. I think the young people need that at this point.
Hopefully everything will go well with this 16-man committee. Away from football development now, let's talk about cricket. Nigerian male team, the cricketers, they will be traveling to Kigali, precisely Rwanda, for the T20 World Cup qualifier that will be coming up in that particular country. Nigeria will be playing alongside Kenya, Uganda, and also Tanzania. In our group, we have 4 in that group, and Nigeria is rated 3rd. According to the ratings, Nigeria is 38 in the ratings of cricket. But as it is, can we do it? It is very possible. Nigerian male cricketers, we want to qualify for the T20. This sport is really gathering a lot of momentum in this country, and we hope that they will do well. They will be moving to Kigali on Friday ahead of this qualifier for them to see how they can do it by becoming the first team in that particular group, because the only team that will qualify is the #1 team in that group, and hopefully Nigerian cricketers will do us proud.
I'm hoping that we will do great things when it comes to cricket, because we've not really done well when we talk about cricket. I know we are ranked 38, but we still need to do more. If you are to contend with countries like New Zealand, India, Pakistan, and those Asian countries who are really doing well. Let's say South Africa. South Africa is really doing well when we talk
about
Kenya.
6 years.
So you can see that we have a lot to do. So if we really need to make a mark in the T20 coming up very soon, I think it will end on the 19th of this month. So I think we need to do more, and we need to go all out there, not leaving any stone unturned. We need to do our best if we really need to do or make a mark as we go all ahead. But for qualifying, I'm really scared about what's going to happen.
Why are you scared?
Kigali. Yes, we've been paired with countries that we're ranked ahead of us.
Well, maybe I think that ranking, normally is a figure. It doesn't have to be that. Okay, when they get there, all they need to do is to see those other teams.
But look
Kenya,
at the team
Uganda,
they are paired with.
Kenya,
Uganda, doing well.
Tanzania. Yes, I know they are doing well, but the fact that they should believe that they can upstage anything. Yes, it doesn't matter about the ranking.
I don't want to be pessimistic about all of this, but I wish them all the best. I wish we come home, jubilating that we did
qualifying
something.
For the World Cup.
Qualifying, yes.
It is very possible important. Nigerian cricketers can do it if everything goes well there over there in Kigali, Rwanda. Away from cricket, let's talk about a Nigerian team. Rivers Angels of Nigeria will be fighting out against Vihiga Ladies in their last match of the group that they are in Group B. And hopefully, a lot of Nigerians are looking at, can they do it? They lost their first two matches. First one against Asfa of Morocco, and the second one against Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. And this is the third match, which they just have to. It's a make or mar. Coach Edwin Okon said they must file out today and win this match for all Nigerians, because they are the one flying high the flag of Nigeria in this event. And it's so dicey, because Vihiga, they've won one of the matches they play, and now they are facing on, knowing fully well that Nigeria won. Rivers Angels need this game with all their might.
Exactly. Getting into the CAF Champions League, I believe that Edwin Okon's ladies will actually do something, but it was really disappointing after Asfa of Morocco, and then Mamelodi Sundowns ladies actually clipped the wings of, if I can use that, they clipped the wings of Rivers Angels. But I'm saying that this match, upcoming match, will not really mean so much for us, because we need to fight. Even if we win, it's just a slim chance.
But mathematically, if we win convincingly now, and Mamelodi against Asfa, is very dicey. But mathematically, all we need to do is to win convincingly. Then Asfa shouldn't be able to score much more against Mamelodi Sundowns.
But it's really going to be hard, because Mamelodi Sundowns and Asfa, they're very two strong team. Remember that this CAF Champions League, it's a tournament of champions.
The best of
so
the best.
Rivers Angel, they are champions in Nigeria, but you cannot really compare their strength and whatever they have done so far with what Mamelodi Sundowns ladies have done, their records, and then Asfa of Morocco. The only chances we had was with Vihiga ladies of Kenya. Let's see what happens. I'm really optimistic that we're going to, score maybe 3 goals, just like Asfa did to us. 3 goals to nothing. But if we do that, like you said, and then Asfa does not score so much on Mamelodi Sundowns, and we might have a chance, but it's a very slim chance. I don't see that happening.
Well, Vihiga ladies of Kenya, they did well in their first match, and now we'll be facing them. And hopefully Nigeria, Rivers Angels, can turn the tables around according to Eddie Okon, the coach of that team. Well, as it is, it's a very, very tight rope for these ladies to actually climb on. We hope that Vihiga ladies will just go down according to the way we want it to be done.
Does that happen? Because Vihiga ladies...
As far ladies, they won 3-0 against us. They lost against Vihiga.
Yes, it was a slim one, 1-0. Very slim
even
one.
if it's 0-0, they lost.
I know. They picked all points. I know that. But
hopefully, if Nigerian ladies can do well today, hopefully we're looking at if they too can score 3 goals. Nothing stop them from scoring 3 or 4 goals if they are really determined. But the way I look at it is as if Nigerian women football is dwindling.
Yes, we need to do more. Not
it's
just the Super Falcons, you know.
We were looking at Super Falcons. Now this is a club football. A lot of people were tipping Rivers Angels to go there, dominate. Okay, when they couldn't get visa, we agreed that it was because they were jet lagged, they were tired, fatigued, crept in, and they couldn't do well for the first match. The second match, a lot of people were expecting them to rise up to the occasion. They didn't, and now we have to hang on to this. That shows that something is wrong with our women football, because this is not a national team now. This is a club football. Rivers Angel, top of, in fact, one of the best in Nigerian football, getting there and getting beaten by all these clubs. So
when you look at the women's league in Nigeria, there's a lot of rejigging to be done. How do we have Rivers Angel standing out in every league season? That's because they do not have contenders. At some point, we have Bielsa Queens, contending. But when you do the maths, when you do the comparison, the tally is Rivers Angel topping. So we need to do a major rejig in the women's league. Gone are the days where we have the Super Falcons, the giants of African women football. So we need to do more, go to the grassroots, get ladies who are ready to play, and then see what we can do to make our ladies stand out continentally and most especially internationally.
Hopefully, Rivers Angels will do us proud today. We wish them all the best as they fight out against Vihiga ladies of Kenya. Now, we talk about the big one for this weekend. Nigerian Super Eagles will be fighting out against Lone Stars of Liberia in the World Cup qualifiers. They just have to win. According to Ahmed Musa, the captain of the team, he said Eagles must fly. And really, they have to fly, because what happened against Central African Republic is no longer needed. They just have to fly against Lone Stars.
I absolutely concur with Ahmed Musa on this one. We need to fly. It's not just business as usual, where we get to the World Cup and then we play 2 matches and then we're out. This time around, we need to make a statement of intent. We have what it takes. We have all the players on ground right now. If you ask me, we have the likes of Odion Igalo, who has come back. Musa is doing very well. Osime is doing absolutely beautiful locally and internationally when we talk about club football. And then we have the likes of Kelechi and Achot, so we're not very sure if he will be playing for us, maybe it will be intermittently. But we've got all it takes to get past this run and get to the World Cup and maybe get to the semi-finals in the World Cup.
Well, he has been hammering on semi-final. Let's just qualify first. That's my point. Yes.
I'm being optimistic here.
I understand. Okay. Yes, I'm also a good Nigerian, patriotic one. Let's qualify first. The Eagles knows how to give somebody hypertension at times. So let's not dwell on that. Well, first thing is that Nigerian Super Eagles just have to win this game, and also ahead as they will play against Cape Verde. The Blue Whales, I'm very sure Eagles will always fight over ahead of the Blue Whales. So we need to qualify, and then for the teams that will be qualifying, they will be playing a knockout stage. 10 teams will be playing. 5 will only make it, and we want to see Super Eagles of Nigeria there. Now we go to the last story on the show today. We'll talk about just yesterday, the man was confirmed as the manager of Aston Villa at the Villa Park. His name is Gerrard, former legend of Liverpool. But now the story being asked, is he a gamble with risk?
There are 2 sides to this story. I would say it's a gamble, but it's a very, very iconic gamble if you ask me. Steven Gerrard is somebody who has made a statement in the Scottish League. Remember Celtic having it back to back. And that year when they wanted to make a statement like, I want this 10 years in a row. And then Steven Gerrard came from nowhere and then into Rangers. And then he did what he has to do. And then it happened that they denied Celtic that.
Yeah,
so somebody who has, gathered all of this experience and then coming back to Aston Villa that is 16 on the table, 2 steps to relegation, it's a big risk because, all of the things he has acquired, the name, the admiration, and all of the points he has garnered for himself over the years is at risk right now if he doesn't do well in Aston Villa. But I believe that Steven Gerrard has this. He's got this in control. If you want to make a very bold statement in a career like coaching, for instance, you need to come up with your A games, take up jobs that people necessarily like, okay, this person is going to fail. And I see him doing well in Aston Villa. He's got all the players. I know that they've invested so much on players. But there's this thing that happens with a new coach who knows his onions being introduced into a new team. Take a look at Chelsea. Chelsea last season was, nowhere to be found now. And I know they did well, towards the end, we saw that they came from nowhere and then Champions League. And then you saw them in the Premier League table. Manchester City, too, was kind of dwindling. And then with the introduction of a new coach, there was like this stagnant positivity that came into. I think that's what Steven Gerrard is going to introduce into Aston Villa. And for their next match, which is on the 20th of November with Brighton, I don't think Brighton stand a chance. Honestly.
Well, it has been coming from dear Omar. They are now looking at the fact that Aston Villa, they are ready to do business with Steven Gerrard, who is really eyeing going to Liverpool. Yes, everybody knows where the body language is going. He wants to use, the rugby we are looking at is Aston Villa a stepping stone for him to move to Liverpool. Though right now, Jurgen Klopp is the man taking affairs of that particular team. The owners of Aston Villa, Nassef Sawiris and Edens are really trying to look at, okay, we can do business with Gerrard. All we want from him is to make sure he lifts our team away from that relegation zone and gets us to the mid-table. At least we expect that to happen. Well, meanwhile, Rangers fans are not happy. They are really battering Steven Gerrard, calling him a betrayer, are not happy with the fact that he has let them down after winning that trophy for them. 11 years in a row, they were looking for it, they got it, and then the man left. He actually went back home to roost. Talking about Steven Gerrard. Well, we talked about a lot of activities of sports this hour. We just have to go on just have to end the show now because of our time. It's been a nice time having you in the studio, my dear.
Yes, it's been wonderful talking sport, like I said in the beginning.
Before we go,
okay.
Your prediction: Nigerian Super Eagles are going to lose stars.
Wow, with Liberia, I think it's going to end 1-0 in favor of Nigeria.
Who's going to score?
Odioni Gallo. You know why? I think he's back to make a statement.
Okay, we'll wait for that tomorrow. Well, we bring you much more concerning that in our subsequent edition of 360 Sport. As we always tell you that sport is fitness and business. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.